Look out for all the elements in this cake in my tutorials. The duck, the teddy, the little elephant, the bunny, and also this beautiful blanket. We're going to show you how to make the box as well. But just now, I'm going to show you how to make this big bear in the middle. There are a variety of teddy bears that you can make using this sugar paste. And the colour that I'm using mostly to make it is Teddy Bear Brown, which is the Decor Ice by Renshaw's. I've added some white to it to make it paler, but you can obviously add a red t-shirt, you can make little Me To You bears, you can do all different styles of bear, but this is the one that I'm going to make now. Look out for all the others in future tutorials. Use your guide to sizes and it will tell you the size of every part of this model, and if you download this guide to sizes as a PDF from your tutorials and follow these instructions. We want a body size A. So hold a ball of icing over circle A, and if it roughly fits, that's a little bit large, but that's absolutely fine. We're going to shape it into a cone shape. I'm now going to get a ball of icing that's size E. So we're going to make that into a leg. Shape it into a cone shape and flatten and bend the end upwards till you end that shape. That's the little shape you want. And you pop one round there, one side of his body, another little leg size E for the other one. Shape it into a teardrop shape, flatten the end and bend the end upwards and pop that one the other side. From the side view, your little bear looks like that, and from the front view, the base of his feet is kind of parallel with his belly. We now want two arms, same size E. Shape that into a sausage shape, but this time you don't need to bend and pinch the end of that arms like you did with the feet. Two little arms go on, like that. Everything will stick by itself because you'll notice I'm just using sugar paste. I don't add modelling paste or anything to it to make it go harder, but I also don't have any icing sugar on my work surface. Just the warmth of your hands alone, everything will stick. We do, however, use raw spaghetti just to support the head when we put the head on. Now the head wants to be a size B. This type of teddy bear is a traditional bear with a round head. So size B. Shape it very slightly into an oval shape. We now want a piece of spaghetti, and that goes down into the body and break it off about 1 centimetre, ½ an inch above, and then you pop the head on. So the head goes on like that. He now has a nose which goes on. Now this nose, if you wish, you can make it very slightly paler like I have here, or you can just do it the same colour, whichever way you prefer. Squash it as you put it on, and that is a size F. And that gets pressed on very low down on the face. Don't put it in the middle of the face because it'll make him look like a pig. It's got to be lower down there. Now when you come to do an ear, I'm going to show you how to make an ear and also how to make an inner ear. This is a basic ear shape here. Ball of icing, and you squash it. And when you've squashed it, you pinch one side of it. But if you want to do an inner ear, and I'm going to do a little inner ear here in the dark brown colour. You can do this lots of animals. You can do this mice, with teddy bears, all sorts of animals. Before you do the pinch, you squash it. You squash the other little ball onto it, and then you pinch it. And look, you get a really nice inner ear shape there. It shows up beautifully with the dark brown against there, and that's how you do your little inner ears. So let's do the other one like that. A little bit of brown. The brown inner ear is just a tiny little ball, size H. Pinch, and you've got your two ears. Now if you stuck those ears to the top of the head like that, there is no way they're going to stay there. They're going to fall off, and they're also going to look ridiculous. So what you have to do is you have to take your modelling tool and you have to make an absolutely huge hole in the corner of the top of his head, and then you stick in that ear. Same with the other side. These holes are really, really, really big. You've got to be able to put the ear in. It's got to stay there by itself without falling out. And then you press, press, and that will secure it in place. Now to make his nose, you get a ball of icing. a little size H this is, shape it into a teardrop shape, pop it into a hole that you've made right at the top of his nose, but don't make a hole to put it in that way, make a hole to put it in that way, and then you stick that little nose in there. Now a lovely little touch with this bear, if you want to make him look fluffy, you get a cocktail stick and you can scratch the surface of his skin. I love the quilting tool, and if you roll a quilting tool up his belly and then up his head, down there and down his back, it makes him look like he's an old stitched bear. And you can also do it down his arm. And a nice little touch is a little bit different to this bear here, because this one has got little pads stuck on the bottom of its feet, but you could just do little paw prints, 3 with a pointed end, 1 with the rounded end, and he's got little paws there on the bottom of his feet. For his mouth, if you just do a little O like that, or you can do a smile using a straw. And now we're going to use black paste colour on the end of a cocktail stick. I'm going to do his eyes. His eyes go quite low down on this bear. They're just low near his nose and quite large and long because you want him to look friendly. 2 little dots for the eyes, and there you've got your little teddy bear. And that would look lovely on a christening cake. You could add little ducks near to it, got your other animals. Have a look at the duck tutorial to make this one, and just those 2 on a little blanket on top of a cake would look lovely.